Tonight, I interrupt a couple dancing, we watch someone get impaled, and I break my nose. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. In tonight's video, we will be getting the Platinum Trophy for Bioshock 2. There is 39 trophies required for the Platinum, a lot less than the first game. And just like the first game, a lot of these trophies are earned by researching every enemy, hacking everything we can find, and also by upgrading every weapon. There also is a ton of missable trophies, which made me constantly worry about missing something, which I did in fact end up doing, and had to get on my second playthrough. But luckily there is 0 collectibles in this game. Psych! Yeah, that's a fucking lie. We need to find 100 out of 129.
Sorry.
But with all that out of the ways, let's begin. So our journey begins in 1958, 2 years before the first game, and as I'm sure you can tell straight away, we are in fact a big daddy, which of course means we need to protect our little sister. We soon get a look at our main character, Delta, and as you can tell, he doesn't look like all the other big daddies, and that is because he is one of the older models. So the little sister we are bonded to is called Eleanor. And obviously, while she is out gathering Adam, she takes off running. Now this is before Rapture has fallen, so it is full of many colourful characters who are off their head on Adam, and they will do anything to find some more, as we soon discover.
You want some, big guy? Make it hard! Get out of here, freak!
That splicer hit us with a hypnotized Big Daddy plasmid, and I'm sure no one will use this against us right now.
This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor, and she is mine. Take the pistol. Place it against your head.
No! Wait!
Fire.
Obviously, it wouldn't be a Bioshock game without some mind control, but 10 years later is when our story really begins. This is 8 years after the first game, so somehow we have found ourselves waking back up alive from a gunshot to the head, and the only man I've known to do that is Courier 6. But that's for another video.
I understood that reference.
But as a big daddy, we only have one job: save Eleanor. But it doesn't take us long to see that some things have changed around Rapture, as the place is really falling apart now. We then take our new drill hand for a spin and destroy this splicer's skull. As we arrive at the Gatherer's Garden, we see visions of Eleanor, so taking this as a sign, we use the plasmids. So after surviving that heart attack, we wake up to a little sister telling us that Eleanor is waiting for us, and all we need to do is find her. Oh shit, someone just stole a child.
Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work.
So we use our new lightning plasmid. We power up the generator, bringing part of Rapture back to life. It is here when an old friend from the first game speaks to us. So Tenenbaum is back to save what she can of the little sisters, and she says to find her at the train station. I then shock the water to kill these splicers purely for old time's sake. But we soon come face to face with another little sister.
2 seconds later.
So that thing is called a big sister, and it is quite literally a little sister all grown up. But we both use every little trick we have to try kill the other. But just as the fight starts to turn in our favour, she runs away. So obviously I give chase, and for someone who was dead 5 minutes ago, Delta can still scrap fairly well. So yes, that water trick was pretty cool. But does that dumb bitch not know we can survive underwater? Almost like that's what we were designed for.
I'm kind of retarded.
And even though Rapture is falling apart, I still find her absolutely stunning. So we are able to find a place where we can head inside. Here we get the first trophy of the video for getting back inside Rapture. Luckily, this is exactly where Tenenbaum is, so that was fortunate for us. Here we get another trophy for hacking something at distance. The deeper into Rapture we go, the more you can tell the city is on its last legs and needs major repairs. But as we go to open the gate, we are greeted by an old foe.
I know you. That symbol on your hand marks you a dead man. 10 years, Subject Delta. Since I watched you put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. But take heart. Out of your pain, paradise was born. I don't know how you survived, but your suffering is over now. These men will ease your burden.
So she sends a whopping 2 splicers to kill me. I mean, come on. There is no way 2 splicers will do anything.
2 seconds later.
Although with the fire and my fat ass we managed to break through the floor and almost die. But throughout Rapture, Eleanor has been leaving us presents to help in our journey. And here she left us, the telekinesis plasmid. So I have to give that a try and well, I get us a cheeky triple kill.
Maybe someone's don't like me, but because maybe I'm too good. I don't know why.
But Dr. Lamb basically owns Rapture, and everyone follows her orders. So she tells the splicers to hunt us down. Obviously, a handful of drugged up dumb as fuck splicers have no chance against a Big Daddy, but at least they try their best.
So we don't have the capacity.
As we take the elevator up here, we see how many splicers there actually was after us. We finally meet Tenenbaum.
You see? This is why I must fight Sophia Lamb. She is using the new little ones for something. And I have returned to rescue them. If I do not, more children will die for my sins. And the Rapture nightmare will repeat forever.
So Tenenbaum said that Dr. Lamb sends the big sisters to the surface to kidnap young girls, so they can become little sisters down here. Oh, and also more splicers are on their way to kill us. So by using our rivet gun and some security bots, we are able to defend the area while Tenenbaum does her best to escape with the little sisters. We get a trophy for defending ourselves from Lamb's attacks. While Tenenbaum is leaving, she tells us to work with a man called Sinclair, and I'm a little wary, as the last man I worked with in Rapture mind-controlled me.
Well, look at you. A bona fide knight in armor, complete with iron horse. The name's Augustus Sinclair, Sport, Esquire. I think you and I can do business. Take the train to Ryan Amusements. I'll see you shortly.
So we board the train and head to Ryan's Amusements. Once we arrive, Sinclair here tells us that the way is blocked by ice, so we need to find the incinerate plasmid. Wow, this has been copied and pasted from the first game.
I would give myself an A+. Is that enough? Can I go higher than that?
So we start looking for the plasmid while killing any splicer we meet. We get a trophy for upgrading a weapon. Here we luckily find a ticket to allow us entry into Ryan's Amusements. On our way there, we managed to steal a machine gun, and well, we put it to use right away.
I started blasting. Bang! Bang! Take aim! Fire!
Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Ridiculous! Have rice for children free.
Sinclair then informs us that we need to get Adam to buy the plasmid, so we have to find some little sisters and harvest their Adam. Once again, we find another present from Eleanor, which will help us out.
Now that Big Daddy won't bite until you do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good.
So sadly, we have to start attacking our brother Big Daddy, or maybe he is a distant cousin or something. But anyway, being a Big Daddy and having access to plasmids means we are far too strong for our opponent, and we kill him.
What have I done?
After this, we adopt his little sister as our own. We get a trophy for adopting a little sister. So using the little sister, we are able to find a body full of Adam for her to harvest. So while she is doing her job, it's time for us to do ours, as we have to defend her while she works away. But finally, after using a lot of ammo, we are finally able to kill the last of the splicers and look for another body. Firstly, I need to do something before we go. Here we get a trophy for decapitating the Andrew Ryan statue. Deep inside Ryan's Amusements, we find the second body full of Adam, So we put the little sister back to work. With the help of an auto turret and placing down traps, we are easily able to defend this choke point from any splicers trying to kill the sister. Once she is done, we simply pick her up again. And once we arrive at a tube, we are able to free her instead of killing her. This doesn't give us as much Adam, but just like Jack before us, we need to save these sisters. Once we have the Adam, we head to Fontaine's Futuristics to buy Incinerate. We then see a statue of Andrew Ryan, and I hardly recognized him without a golf club-sized hole in his brain. Here we are finally able to buy Incinerate. We get a trophy here for buying another tonic slot, so just as we are leaving, another big sister decides she wants to try and kill me. But I use the same combo from the first game, Incinerate, and a lot of machine gun fire. I then finish her off with a single headshot. We get a trophy here for killing a big sister without dying. Here we are able to finally melt the ice and then open the door for Sinclair to board the train. And that's when we meet our new friend for the first time.
I like to look a man in the eye when I give him my word. You and me, kid, we're going places.
Here we get a trophy for joining forces with Sinclair, but obviously, Dr. Lamb can't pass up her opportunity to kill both us and Sinclair at the same time. So she sends a whopping 2 splicers to kill us.
Oh, scary! Oh, shiver my timbers!
As you can guess, they get absolutely slaughtered in this 2 versus 1. So we get on the train and head to our next area. As we arrive, we see this fat fuck bullying another splicer. So good to see Rapture is still as crazy as always. So Sinclair tells us that Lamb has locked down the area, so we need to get the key from a woman called Grace Holloway, who runs this area of Rapture. I wonder if this Grace Holloway likes us.
I remember you, monster. You stole Eleanor from me. Twisted that baby girl into a thing so sick it can't even die.
Well, just another person in Rapture who hates us. So we start to head towards her apartment to find her. But as we can see, we get stopped in our tracks.
Well, sport, I guess Grace is home. But that big lug just dropped half my damn hotel in your way. Now, to break through that mess, I expect you're gonna have to work out how he got so burly.
Firstly, can I just say, I fucking love Sinclair already. Shit is going crazy all around him, and he just sits back and cracks another one-liner. It's great. So here is where we find the research camera, and we can use it to gain new abilities from whoever we are filming. Here we get a trophy for getting our first bit of research, another trophy for killing 3 big daddies without dying. So we hunt down one of these fat fucks and have to record his death. So you can call me Logan Paul because I'm recording this dead body for my own gain.
I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
We get another trophy for gathering Adam while taking no damage. So once again, the fun police are out in force. And anytime we manage to gather Adam, a big sister has to come try kill us. But as you can see, she just gets her ass kicked the entire time. Another trophy for spending 2,000 in shops, and yet another trophy for fully upgrading a weapon. After researching that brute, we unlock a new attack with our drill. And this allows us to break through the blockage and search for Grace Holloway. As we head into the apartments, I fully believe Andrew Ryan would be turning in his grave if he's seen the state of his city.
Emotional. Very emotional.
But Bioshock decides to turn into a horror game for a minute here. But finally, after killing everyone in our path, we find Grace's room, followed up by the worst hidden secret button ever. But this allows us to come face to face with Grace.
I know what you're here for. Go on, take it. I won't have you touching me. Dr. Lamb trusted me to care for her child. And I tried. But baby Eleanor disappeared. And then one day, I see her walking with you, looking wrong. And when I tried to hold her, you knocked me down. Broke my jaw.
We then enter her room and take the key. But I do decide to spare her. We get a trophy as we leave for confronting Grace. As we are leaving, Grace speaks to us and maybe realizes that we aren't the bad guy here. Maybe the woman who made me fucking shoot myself is evil. How about that, you moron?
I'll kill you.
So we arrive back at the train, where Lamb interrupts us yet again.
By sparing Grace, do you seek to gain my trust? A feeble ruse. Your crocodile tears may poison her with doubt, but I am not so easy a mark.
And tell you.
Shut your bitch ass up!
We board the train and head to our next destination.
2 seconds later.
Hear me, O ye who would murder the Lamb of God! Ye shall never reach her God!
Oh, can we have a break for 5 fucking minutes, please? But we can't, because Sinclair is stuck in another part of Rapture, and he needs us to drain the water from that area before he drowns. So we have to push forward and flood this new area to save him. Just as we arrive, we are given a good laugh, as we see a Big Daddy is taking no shit from anyone. Here we get a trophy for getting 30 kills with traps, another one for fully researching one enemy. So as we try head deeper into the area, we are stopped by a locked door, and the person who has the code is the brother of the mad preacher who runs this part of Rapture. So it's time to pay Daniel Wales a visit. We enter the hotel where he stays, and I'd give this place a solid 4 stars already, as we find a spear gun, which I test out 2 seconds later.
I've got the maddening notion that
After that fun, we are soon attacked by a bunch of Spider-Men. And yeah, these fuckers do my head in. They constantly attack in numbers and always flee when low on health. It's here, however, we come face to face with Daniel Wales, and so our chase begins.
1 eternity later.
So the retard does a full run around the hotel, just to end up back where we started. So for making me run, I unload an entire magazine into his skull also, while lighting him on fire. As we listen to the audio diary, we get the code for the door. Obviously, as we use the code, the preacher decides to shut off the power, allowing us to be attacked.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
So we start to multitask by killing any enemies who attack us, while also doing our best to get the research done at the same time. But finally they send in the big guns literally, and one of the brutes tries to kill us, but he is roasted alive. Here we get a trophy for hacking 30 machines with the hack tool. It's at this moment where another big sister decides to try her luck killing us. And well, it goes the same as all the other fights we have had.
They are so even on total strikes at the moment.
After that, we then head to confront the preacher and save Sinclair, while killing all the splicers we make eye contact with. Finally, we come face to face with Preacher Wales, so I start unloading the machine gun on his followers. That is, until he makes a mad rush for me, and I'm able to use the combo of fire and many bullets to kill him. Here we get a trophy for beating the preacher. Once inside, we are able to use the pumps to unflood the next area where Sinclair is, but Lamb doesn't like this idea, so she decides to flood the area I'm in. So we start running for our lives. Eventually the doors break, and the entire area is flooded. Once again, does no one realize Big Daddies can breathe underwater? Why are people trying to drown me? But as we head towards Sinclair, me and a big sister have a stare down. But we are soon able to enter the new area.
Dionysus Park was owned by Sophia Lamb, Chief. Sort of a private retreat for her social experiments. One night it flooded, killing all her guests. Papers said it was cult-related.
As we make it to the middle of the park, Sinclair says he has entered a new train car, but he can see someone else inside the booth, and he wants me to find out who it is.
2 seconds later.
Well, hello, boys. The name's Stan Poole, Rapture Tribune. Quality paper. Before the locals stopped reading and started finding other uses for it. Anyway, I'm looking to cut a deal, fellas. Come by the train station. I'm here in the booth.
So here we receive yet another gift from Eleanor, and we are probably the first dad ever to get a rocket launcher as a present from our daughter. We get a trophy for using security to kill 50 enemies. Here we meet with Stanley Poole, and what he wants is us to get rid of the little sisters, because the Adam they harvest can be used to see the past and what happened in this park. And for some reason, Stanley doesn't want anyone to know what happened here.
Well, I'd say he's hiding something, but he sort of took the fun out of that one. He's locked in the security booth, however, so we'll have to play along. Find those sisters.
Here we get a trophy for killing our enemy with its own projectile. Sadly, again, we have to kill another one of our cousins, as he is guarding the little sister. But we adopt another little sister and get back to work. As she starts to harvest the Adam, we defend the area with traps and turrets until she's fully finished. We get a trophy for gathering 600 Adam by harvesting. As always, We free the little sister, but after this, Eleanor talks to us and starts to let us know what actually happened here.
When Mother was taken away, Stanley was left in charge of Dionysus Park. He spent all her money through these mad parties. It was like he was trying to ruin her.
But just after this, Stanley gives us some more information we didn't know.
Subject Delta's just a serial number, amigo. I did a lot of digging on you for a feature once. They used to call you Johnny Topside. Found the city all on your own in a diving bell. Real shame what they did to you.
But as you can expect, we have to kill another Big Daddy. And honestly, Delta must have the record at this point for most Big Daddy kills.
3 for me and 2 for them. Respect, respect.
Once again, we set up and defend the area from splicers. And once done, we save the little sister. This again leads to Eleanor talking to us.
That's me there. I confronted Stanley. Said I'd tell Mother what he had done. He panicked. Took me away and sold me to an orphanage. Father, he's the reason I was turned into a little sister.
It's right here where my retarded brain figured out that you can charge the plasmids up when you increase their level.
I'm kind of retarded.
This leads to us getting a trophy for fully upgrading a plasmid. We then enter a Big Daddy orgy. Because fuck me, 3 Big Daddies in a room is nuts. But sadly, only one of us is allowed to leave. So we yet again adopt the little sister, and with the help of my upgraded Incinerate, we are able to kill any splicers who try attack us. Here, Eleanor shows us how this park got flooded.
With me gone, Father, Stanley just let Mother's followers turn into animals. When word came that she was returning, he knew they would blame him. So he found a way to silence them all. And now he's trying to cover it up.
Here we get a trophy for finding the secret of Dionysus Park. As we head back to confront Stanley, Lamb speaks to us.
Subject Delta, I have known for years of Stanley's betrayal here, and had forgiven him. But in compromising Eleanor now, he seals his fate. You see, it was Stanley who turned you into Ryan. He is responsible for what you have become. The security booth is open now. You may have your revenge.
Yeah, I really want to burn this fucker to a crisp, but I can't because of a certain trophy. But don't worry, Stanley. I'll see you in the next playthrough.
I'm scared to death. I'm frightened, and I don't know what to do. I'm confused, and I want to go home.
Once again, we enter the train and head closer to Eleanor. As soon as we arrive in the new area, we are greeted by a friendly face for once.
Hello. My name is Gilbert Alexander. And by the time you hear this, I will be clinically insane.
Oh, never mind, of course, no one is friendly down here. Sinclair then tells us that this guy was the one who created the Big Daddies, and probably created us. So, yes, that angry robot is Gil Alexander, but he has gone crazy, so we can expect no help from him. So he has recorded videos for us to follow, so we can shut down the facility's defenses. This means that his past self wants us to succeed, while his present self is mad and wants us dead. Here he gives us a password to use to bypass security. Just as we try use it, however, this annoying little fucker intervenes.
Life's a pain, weatherman says heavy rain.
What? Okay, shut the fuck up!
We then have to destroy the 4 signal relays, allowing him to use the security bots, and we easily find the first. But as we search for the second, we find an open area with a stage, and the mad Alex tells us this is where they tested all of the plasmids, but they tested them all on us. But as we are talking, we see another Big Daddy going mental, trying to break in here and fight us. We then destroy the second relay, which is soon followed by the third. Here I uncover the coolest thing in Rapture, the teleporting plasmid. Yeah, I spend way too long activating this. After that, we manage to find the 4th and last relay. This allows us into the security room where we can unlock the next area. Once again, we end up going for a walk outside, but this does lead us to where Gil Alexander is. Once inside, He tells us that we need to get the power back on before we can do anything else. Here we get a trophy for finding 100 audio diaries. No more collectibles, baby, I am so glad. We then find and flip both switches, which turns the power back on, showing us what Alexander looks like now. Here, his past self tells us we need to find 4 of these plants to draw him out.
Another one.
So we quickly hunt down the second plant. Here we get a trophy for hacking one of every machine, another one for dealing with every little sister. As we go to find the next plant, Eleanor shares some more information with us.
This is where they bound us together, Father. Playing God. You were the only good thing that Rapture ever gave me.
After this, however, we grab the third plant.
Another one.
And shortly after this, we find the fourth. Back at the terminal, we use all 4 plants to draw him out of hiding.
You tried to buy me out with this bribe, this penance, this sublime... God damn you, Delta!
So we quickly grab the key needed, and Sinclair tells us where to use the key to access Lamb's hideout.
You don't have to kill me, Delta. I'm sorry. Oh, please. I will go outside. I will live outside.
After sparing that overgrown freak, we use the key and find Lamb's secret hideout where Eleanor is kept. We get a trophy for finding Lamb's hideout, another trophy for sparing Grace, Stanley and Gil. After our long journey, we finally arrive where Eleanor is being held. Just as we try to open the quarantine chamber, we hear a familiar noise approach. So 2 big sisters against 1 big daddy. Well, my money would always be on Delta. He is the GOAT of big daddies. But soon we manage to kill the first, leaving the second easy to pick off with the rocket launcher. This allows us to finally save our daughter.
Look at her, Delta. 10 years, and still she dreams of you.
50 seconds remaining.
Do you know why Eleanor brought you here? She wanted a father. So she found a way to restore you in body and mind. And she has been watching you ever since, exalting your every act as gospel. The girl lying on that bed is no longer my child.
You turned her against me!
You have done that yourself!
Your body was designed to lapse into a coma when her heart ceases to beat. Eleanor, forgive me.
So Lamb can't allow us to die, as we would just come back. So she plans to keep us imprisoned, but Eleanor is still alive and sends a little sister to free us. As the little sister stabs us, our consciousness is passed into her, allowing us to see through her eyes. So we hop into the vent and head to free Delta. This brings us into Lamb's office. And yeah, even though she is right there and we need to free Delta, I can't stop myself from grabbing the money on the table. And then I open the cell doors. So Eleanor says she needs a big sister suit as it's our only chance of her being able to free us. So we need to find one. Also, as I'm sure you can see, the little sisters see Rapture as a paradise, but only when they're harvesting Adam is Rapture truly revealed to them. That's why everything looks perfect to them. So we manage to find the big sister suit, followed closely by the weapons. We then rush back to give Eleanor the suit. Obviously she takes after us and decides to free the little sister. With the suit, she is then able to kill the guards and free us. We get a trophy for reuniting with Eleanor, another one for maxing all plasmid slots. Here Eleanor gives us a plasmid to summon her in combat. This gets us a trophy for unlocking all basic plasmids. We both head deeper into Rapture to find Sinclair's escape pod, but as we arrive there, we can't find Sinclair anywhere to be found. But Lamb then tells us she has activated explosives that she will detonate if we don't surrender. So obviously we try find and defuse them. As we hunt for the bombs, we meet our old friend.
Don't you recognize Sinclair, Delta? Now he is what you should have been. One final Alpha series, ready to die for the family. As Persephone's former owner, he is the ideal man to put you back in your cage.
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Don't cry.
Sinclair has been turned into a big daddy, and Lamb is controlling him, so we need the key he carries to stop the explosives.
Kid, I'm sorry. I've locked you in here. Lamb's making me dance on her goddamn strings. I can't stop. You're gonna have to break in here and put me down. Wish there was another way, but I'd rather die a man than live like this.
We quickly manage to find the code to the room in the abandoned cells, and once inside, we kill our old friend.
So long, kid. Thank you.
So Eleanor then says, we need to free all of the little sisters, as with their help they can boil the water, and this will make Sinclair's escape pod float to the surface. Honestly, I've no idea if that works or not. I'm just a tin man shooting things at this point.
You don't think! I think you kill! It's a simple fucking concept!
But after killing all the splicers, she does free the little sisters. We get a trophy for upgrading all weapons. Eleanor and all the little sisters enter the water while I defend the area. As always, I use the old combo of lighting them on fire and shooting them full of holes. That is, until I summon Eleanor for backup, and she decides to brutally impale any splicer that gets close to her. But with the pressure crazy down here, we need to flood the room so we can access the elevator. So as the room floods, we both rush towards the elevator. Here we get a trophy for entering the escape pod. As we leave, Lamb leaves us one last surprise.
And then, Father, the Rapture dream was over. You taught me that evil is just a word. Under the skin, it's simple pain. For you, mercy was victory. You sacrificed, you endured, and when given the chance, you forgave. Always. Mother believed this world was irredeemable, but she was wrong, Father. We are Utopia, you and I, and in forgiving, we left the door open for her. The Rapture dream is over, but in waking, I am reborn. This world is not ready for me, yet here I am. It would be so easy to misjudge them. You are my conscience, Father, and I need you to guide me. You will always be with me now, Father. Your memories, your drives. And when I need you, you'll be there on my shoulder, whispering.
We get a trophy for finishing the game without respawns, another one for escaping Rapture. So I then had to replay the game again, as you need to beat the game on the hardest difficulty, but also because I did miss a trophy for the research. Here we get a trophy, researching everything in the game. Another one for beating the game on hard difficulty. This then unlocks us the Platinum Trophy. So everyone that was the Bioshock 2 Platinum Trophy, another game I absolutely loved. Expect the collectibles. But as much as I enjoyed it, I do agree with a lot of people, it wasn't as good as the first, which is to be expected, as the first game was a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. But that being said, I still really enjoyed this game, and obviously the setting and Rapture itself is just stunning as always. As always though, guys, I really hope you liked the video, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.